Overall, I really enjoyed Matthew Bourne's Edward Scissorhands. I really liked how the piece had a very clear and distinct storyline and that it was theatrical. I thought it was a nice change of pace, and personally, I just have always really loved dances that have storylines. I thought the dynamics between the two main characters of Edward and Kim was really interesting, and this is also or it's emphasized with the costumes, which I think is definitely one of the strengths of the piece because it helps with the dynamics between the two characters. Because at first assumption, the audience thinks that Edward is this villain because he's in all black and has chunky boots and messy hair and creepy scissor hands, but and that's also compared to Kim, who's in an all white dress that's very flowy and very innocent. So I thought that alone just helped really with the dynamic between the two characters. I also really liked the pace of the piece. I know that the clip was only about 2.5 minutes, and I thought within that 2.5 minutes they did a really good job between the pairing and the music and the pace of the storyline. And I thought that the pace was really well set, and I didn't think that it was rushed or anything like that. I agree with what Red said in her evaluation about having more simple choreography. I really thought that by having a simplicity to the choreography, that really allowed for the relationship and the dynamic of the two main characters to shine through, since it is a more of a theatrical piece than a movement-based piece. The one thing I did not like about the piece was that it was only 2.5 minutes. I didn't know anything really about the story of Edward Scissorhands before I watched this piece, and then after doing some research, it made a lot more sense. But at first, I didn't really know anything about the characters, so I was confused as to what the importance of this was. So I feel like just being able to see the backstory of the two characters would probably help with the understanding of the relationship between the two characters. But I know it's probably just a clip of a bigger piece, so I should just go watch it. So overall, I really enjoyed the piece a lot, and every time I watched it, I just got completely involved in the storyline, and I just thought it was a really well done piece.